Give me a second. I'm gonna just check here to see if I'm live for real. Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. This thing is taking so long to load. No, seriously. Like, why is it taking so long? It was dead. That's why. Oh, now you want to be offline. All right, let me give that a second. I'm going to assume that I am live. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. So right now, I don't really have no followers, no subscribers. So I'm not really going to wait for anybody to join. Excuse me. So a topic that has been very heavy on my mind, something that I've just really been wanting to talk about for a minute now, is a headline that I saw a couple of days ago. I'm going to pull it up 1 second. I'm going to pull up the headline. Hold on. Right here. And then, can I shrink myself? No. You guys can't see it. Boom. Okay. Hairstylist Jesse James burned with acid in a vicious attack by jealous friends over getting men's attention they liked. She's only 21 years old. Okay? She is only 21 years old. These women, I don't know how old the women were who went and splashed the acid on her were, but they went and splashed this woman, 21-year-old hairstylist, for getting the attention of a man she liked, not sleeping with her husband. Not to say sleeping with her husband makes it okay, but she did not sleep with this girl's husband. She did not abuse this lady's children. She did not try, even attempt to sleep with her husband. She caught the attention of a man she liked. And so Miss Ma'am went home, got her hands on some acid, went back and splashed acid in this beautiful young woman's face. In her face. I'm the only one here. CKBB. Hey, CKBB. I guess it's just going to be me and you. Somebody went, I just have to repeat it one more time. Somebody went and splashed acid in this girl's face for getting the attention of a man. That's it. She just got attention. And women love to say, hello, fanatic. Women love saying that men are not the prize. Piss is pretty acidic. I would prefer piss before you hit me with acid and chew my face up. It's just horrendous. And so women love to walk around and talk about men are not the prize and all of this other foolishness and men this and men that. But the main premise of the discussion that I want to have here today is like the danger amongst women. Like, it's incredible when a woman is beautiful and a woman can get her own attention that she's not even like, she may not even be trying to get that attention. She may just be able to get it. Another woman will see that you are getting attention and will literally seek to cause you physical harm. Physical harm. Because you got attention. Fanatic, what you have today? I don't know what y'all talking about. I don't know what you guys are talking about. So my conversation today is mainly geared towards the young women. I'm going to take this back over to me now. I have had for a very long time like a major fear of like embracing my true beauty, like fully going all out in my beauty. Like, I'll typically dress down, I'll do like a light makeup. I won't do anything like super crazy just because I don't want to garner too much attention. And it's not like I'm scared of attention from men. I'm scared of attention. What is CKBB talking about? I'm scared of attention from other women because women are jealous, insecure, weird creatures. Weird creatures. I've had other like extended family members tell me, like, gorgeous, beautiful, like top model looking family members, but they will like just dress down and they're just like always kind of like, just everything is always casual. And I remember we were having a conversation about this one time, and she was telling me how when she was growing up, she was constantly, because she's also like lighter skinned. So she was constantly being bullied for her light skin and for being so pretty. So, kind of like as a safety mechanism from other women, she would just not try so much so that the other girls wouldn't be too offended, which they're still going to be offended because if you're fine, you're fine. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way around it. So that's like the main topic that I want to discuss today, and really how to overcome that fear of being around jealous and envious women, right? And a lot of that takes intuition. You have to have some intuition in order to be able to navigate the waters of these relationships with different women. Like, if you can't, you have to be able to pick up a woman's energy quickly, right? So, back in the days when I was like people pleasing Salandria, I constantly would be, back in the days when I was people pleasing Salandria, I would constantly be just trying to make friends. Like, I would extend my energy to other women to make friends, or other girls, or whatever, depending on how old I was. I would constantly extend my energy to other people to be friendly, right? And like immediately I would like be able to read the situation. I would immediately be able to read like if this person actually likes me, if this person is being fake. Like, I can just pick up what they have going on. But I would ignore it because I wanted to be liked. I wanted to be accepted. I wanted to be validated. I wanted to be, excuse me, all of the things. And so it led me to being in certain situations where I had to shrink myself a lot in order to maintain this friendship. So we would create a friendship. You know what I'm saying? We would have a friendship, but it would be it would be a temperamental friendship. Like, it wouldn't take much for me to be able to trigger somebody, or just make somebody upset. In my opinion, I'm not even doing anything. You know what I'm saying? I've also had a very low self-concept in the past. So in the past, I'm a chubbier girl, a thicker girl. So I was always thinking like, oh, especially if my friend is like thinner than me, and she's also pretty, then I just always assume like she would get more attention than me. And I never paid attention to the attention that I would be able to garner. However, I'm very charismatic. So, I mean, I'm still beautiful, right? Even with the extra pounds, but I'm also very charismatic. So, my personality, my energy is always going to draw somebody in. It's always going to make somebody feel comfortable. Um, and that's how I gained my attention. But I was unaware of this. So I was in these friendships with friends who were technically frenemies, and not recognizing the allure, the charm, and the power that I had. And then like placating in these relationships just to have this friendship, you know what I mean? And ignoring red flags that I saw within the friendships. Luckily, nothing to this extent has ever happened to me, but I have had very like weird experiences with some girls. Like, I remember one time, this was like way back. I remember one time I made friends with this girl in college. It was only for a semester. And then we ended up falling out because of my ex-boyfriend. It was some foolishness. But when I met her, we were cool, we hit it off, everything was nice, everything was great. And then I went to her house. Like, I traveled to her house on a vacation. When I got there, she lived like 2 hours away from campus. When I got there, she had another cousin. her cousin was like a super cute, fun girl, right? So we went out to the club, we're having a good time. And me, like, once I start having fun, I don't want to stop having fun. So, like, I can be a pretty chill person, but then once we start turning up and having fun, now I'm like in the vibes, you know? And I'm friendly with everybody. I love all people. So, your cousin's cool, you're cool, your cousin's friends are cool, the people that we met at the club was cool, everybody's cool. Like, we're just having fun, you know what I mean? And I remember that night, I think I was just vibing with a cousin. She was another, like I said, she was a woman. I was just vibing with her, but it wasn't like we were becoming best friends. We were just having a night out and we were all getting along. That friend at the time literally had a like panic attack breakdown because she thought that, who is this? Garrison edits. Hey, Garrison. That friend literally had a breakdown in the car in the middle of the night, eyes running, nose running, because she felt like her cousin was trying to take her friend, and she felt like I was like up her cousin's ass and wasn't paying. Like, it was just weird ass behavior. And I thought that we were all going out as friends, having a good time. Like, this is your cousin. Like, you know what I'm saying? Extremely, extremely, extremely weird activity. But that's just one example that I have of, like, which I have other examples, just women being like really weird. And so, of course, I had to spend the night at her house. I was like scared to spend the night because I'm like, okay, this is just tripping. I don't even want to sleep here no more. But like, I'm 2 hours away from campus. I have to sleep here, you know? Another time I had a friend, and this was when I went through like weight loss. Oh, that's another one. When you lose weight, pay attention. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. They don't be happy for you. They don't be happy for you. Like, they want to be, but they just can't find it within them to be it, you know? So I remember I had to go home. Like, I was living in Georgia. I had to go home for a long stint of time. When I was home, I ended up losing like a good amount of weight. Like, I was looking real cute. You know what I'm saying? I was looking real. And so when I got back, and my roommate at the time, who was a friend that I had met a couple of years ago at work, we were living together. And she picked me up from the airport. It was her birthday. I said, happy birthday. I've never been one, and people call me a bad friend for this, but my best friends get it, and that's all that needs to get it. But when my friends are having birthdays, I'm not necessarily buying you a gift, right? Like, happy birthday, we finna go out. I might get you a drink or something while we go out. I might pay for your food depending on what my budget is. But like, I'm not finna go buy you a gift. Unless I'm out and I see something that reminds me of you. If I see something that reminds me of you and I want to get it for you, then I'm going to get it for you. But I'm not going to be like, oh my God, it's so-and-so's birthday, I'm going to go get her a gift. I've never been like that. And my best, like, day one friends are the same way. Like, we love each other and nobody has to get one another gifts. You know what I'm saying? And us not getting one another gifts does not mean that we're not friends. So when I meet other people and they're like, you didn't get me a gift, it's like, what the fuck? Am I your mother? Am I your father? Am I your man? Like, what are you talking about? But everybody's friendships, everybody's experiences and relationships are different. I've learned that over time. Is that SZA in the background? No, that's not SZA, honey. Can you read the caption? Is the caption showing up? I don't know how long this is taking to respond. Lord, I lost my train of thought. So anyways, oh, you can't see the caption. Okay, it says hairstylist Jesse James burned with acid in a vicious attack by jealous friends over getting men's attention they liked. She was only 21. So this is explaining an attack that happened on a woman by other jealous women over a situation where the man wasn't even her man. The man didn't even belong to her. Like, at no point is this, okay, but it wasn't even your man's. Jealous and envious woman. We really have to look out for these women. So anyways, back to my story. I came back, and long story short, like, when I came back to the house, when I tell you the girl had it out for me, like, I came back, I was looking cute, I was having fun, I was going out, I was like back in my vibe, right? When I tell you the girl had it out for me, like, she just was like doing weird shit. Like, So before, like, I don't know, I had vacuumed my floor or something like that, and her room was underneath mine. And she worked overnight. I vacuumed my floor for like maybe 3 minutes, and then from there she went on like a 2 week like retaliation from me vacuuming my floors over her head after she had just got off of work. I vacuumed for 3 minutes. My room was this big. I just vacuumed around my bed because I had company coming over. Um, and I needed to do it. And she went on a tirade for me for 3 weeks, and not 3 weeks, 2 weeks. And I had company. I had my brother there, like, and she was just like doing real ignorant, like blasting music, blasting the TV, like opening the garage door over and over and over again. And like our house, when you open the garage door, like shook the damn house. In the room that he was in, she was opening up the garage door underneath his room to like disturb him, like just very nasty, catty, disgusting things. So I went to her and I'm like, bitch, what is your fucking problem? And that's another thing too. You'll confront these women and they'll be like, what? Nothing. What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with me. And it's like, bitch, clearly you cannot find your way back to your body. Like something is wrong. That's something that I really cannot stand. Like, why can't you just, when I come and ask you what's wrong, you want to have a problem with me so bad. So when I come and ask you to address the problem, why won't you address the problem? That is weird behavior. I would love, please come and ask me what my problem is. I have a dissertation. I have a dissertation when you come and ask me what my problem is. I won't even stutter. If I got a problem with you and you come ask me what the problem is, I'm glad you asked, honey. Let me roll out this sheet I have on why I can't stand your fucking ass. Like, that's me though. That's me though. And that's a conversation that I love to have. Oh, let me check the live and see what it's looking like. Yeah, you can see it. Garrison just can't read. That's good to know. Learn how to read, Garrison. So anyways, it took me a long time. So she just had really weird behavior. I wanted to spaz out on her, but my brother was like, chill, she's a lame, pay her no mind. So I was like, okay, fine. I paid her no mind. He was like, it's not bothering me. I don't know why she's doing that. She's a weirdo. Let it go. So I let it go. I went and got some earplugs because she was just doing like really weird, strange shit. And I just let it go. And it took me a long time to realize that was her reaction to me, because I was like my attention, right? I had lost weight. I was getting finer. So before, you're the center of attention, you know what I'm saying? So when we go out, you're going to be the center of attention. You're going to be so-and-so. I lose weight. Now that attention kind of shifts over to me. We had already had a situation where her man was asking her to include me into their bedroom. And I was like, hell no, I don't want to do that. Because it's just not my thing, you know? But so there was already some animosity there, I believe, because her man was interested. I had lost weight, so and so and so. This could be just my perspective. She could have a completely different perspective on it, but I definitely believe you gain a different type of currency when you begin to lose weight. You begin to gain more attention and attraction. You have more currency, and you have to be around very secure women when you're going through that glow up, because if you're not, they won't know how to handle it, and that jealousy and that envy and that insecurity will just start like jumping out of their bodies in ways that they can't even control, in ways that they can't even like handle. In that situation, we did end up reconciling the situation, but for me, the friendship was never the same again, because you already showed me your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, once you show me your ass, don't ever think that you'll get that close to me again. And especially like I had family there and you're like making things uncomfortable for my family. Yeah, bitch, we'll never be close again. But I wish you the best in life. I wish you the best, child. So yeah, that's the main premise of this topic, is like, you really have to, when you're dealing with jealous and envious women, back up. When you are deciding that you want to step into more of your attraction power, when you want to step into more of your magnetism, right? There are going to be women who cannot handle not being the center of attention. They can't handle not being the center of attention. Your intuition It needs to be on 8006. You need to be able to walk into the room and can tell who can't handle it. And you need to know how to handle them carefully, because women are out here doing things like this where they're splashing acid on people's face. And let's get into it. When I was reading the comments on this post, there was at least 3 to 4 other women in the comments who either knew somebody that this happened to, it had happened to them. So this happened in Trinidad. I hear that this is common in the islands, which makes sense. There's a lot of bad mind. There's a lot of evil eyes going on within the Caribbean culture, amongst women. It's really disgusting. But it just blew my mind. Like, to me, an American living in America, to hear that somebody got acid splashed on them is already like, what? But then to go in the comments and hear like, yeah, this happened to my mom. Yeah, this happened to me. Yeah, this happened to my best friend. Yeah, this happened to, and it's like, what? This is what y'all are doing over men? Ladies, you guys, we have to admit the men are the prize. The men are the prize. The men are the prize. At this point, you ladies will fight over man. Y'all will fight over the man. Y'all will splash acid over the man. Y'all will pay the man's bills. Y'all will get, no offense to Risa Tisa, but y'all will get Risa Tisa by the man just to have the man. Y'all will get cheated on by the man. Y'all will let the man have 50,000 kids on you. And don't get me wrong, I've been in a lot of these situations before. I've just outgrown them. Right? And so now I can see like, oh my God, yeah, I was putting these mofos up on a pedestal, and they needed to come down. They needed to come off of that pedestal, right? Before I could even think about getting back into another relationship or dating again, the man must be off of the pedestal for me. And I'm not saying that means that I have to get up on the pedestal and like an idiot with a megaphone scream that I'm the prize. Talk about lack of intelligence. But there's always this talk about a girl's girl. Oh, she's a girl's girl. Oh, I'm a girl's girl. So and so and so. The girl's girl trope is not as common as we think that it is, right? And it's because a lot of women are struggling with insecurity, inferiority, and it's nobody's fault necessarily. We have an entire media that is designed to point out every single flaw that it can point out in order to make us buy stuff. You know what I mean? So like it's there and it's happening for a reason. Let me take this background off. Hold on. Yeah, so like the media is really good at making us feel less than. The media is really good at making us feel unworthy. And so we kind of do it, we're almost like programmed just to feel unworthy all the time. You know what I mean? And so you can have friends and you can have family members who you love dearly and who truly do love you dearly as well. But if they're unable to handle those negative thoughts in their mind, if they're unable to handle that negative programming about themselves, they will be a danger to you and themselves. And you just have to know that. You just have to be aware of that. Doesn't matter how well you know somebody. It doesn't matter how much you know somebody. It doesn't matter how long you've known somebody. It doesn't matter how many situations that you have gone through with the person, right? You need to know that if this person struggles with security within themselves, if they struggle with confidence within themselves, the average woman is going to get triggered by something and she's going to take it out on you. She's going to retaliate it onto you. She's going to blame it on you. Some women get physical, some women don't. Some women get gossipy and they talk behind your back, right? And they make up rumors about you and they spread your personal business to people that have no business knowing your personal information, you know? So it's a very tricky situation. So if you're a woman who's going through your own personal inner development and you really want to own more of who you truly are. So when I say more of who you truly are, I mean, you know that you're playing small, right? Something that I used to say to myself all the time is like, I'm probably playing around like 20-30%. I knew the effort that I was putting into my life was like 20-30%. So I couldn't even like be mad that I wasn't necessarily where I wanted to be, because I knew that I wasn't really doing much to get there, you know? So when I began to put more effort into it, now I'm playing at a different level. My attraction increases. And so when I say attraction, I don't just necessarily mean like, oh, I got prettier, or I lost weight. I mean like my aura is cleaner, my energy is cleaner, my confidence is stronger, my throw is wider, my magnetism is stronger, because my energy is clear, meaning my thoughts and how I see myself, that self image has cleared up. My emotions, oh Lord, emotions is a whole series on itself. My emotions are, what's the right word for my emotions? I allow them to move, right? Emotions are designed to move. They're not designed for you to feel something you don't want to feel, shut down and ignore it, and then leave it there to fester, right? A lot of women are festering. They're festering, and that festering is what comes out and splashes acid on somebody. That festering is what comes out and is gossipy and is nasty and is like, oh, I don't like your hair, and you know what I'm saying? Has that attitude type of situation going on. So when you begin to clear that and you begin to allow the emotions to move through you, right? The good ones and the uncomfortable ones. Oh, that's no new comments. The good ones and the uncomfortable ones, once you're able to let that move through you, you begin to clear your own field. You begin to clear your own magnetism. You begin to manifest more. You begin to call more things into your being. But there's also another layer. So you clear the emotions, you fix the mental picture, right? You increase magnetism, you increase attraction just from that itself. That's like level one, right? But then there's also like, you can increase it, but you're still going to be pulling in just any old thing. And you have to learn how to navigate what it is that you're pulling in. You need to learn how to read the energies that you are encountering. And so that's what I'm talking about when it comes to jealous and envious women. You just have to be able to see them off rip and off bat. And don't even like second guess yourself. When you see it, you see it. And you don't need to entertain it. You don't need to name it. You don't need to have a conversation about it. You don't need to confront it. You just need to be hip to what is going on and feed that with a long-handed spoon. People don't need to know your business. People don't need to know what you're struggling about. People don't need to know what you ate for dinner last night. They don't need to know where you live. They don't need to know what you do for, like, there's so much information that people just don't need about you. And that's for safety reasons. And I'm not talking about physical safety reasons. Sure, there's physical safety reasons, like, you know, you don't want somebody just pulling up at your job or calling your job and lying on you, but safety reasons as in psychic safety reasons, where you just don't want people putting certain things out into the atmosphere about you. That I'm very big on. I'm very big on that. I don't like my business being out in the street with people that I haven't vetted energetically. If I don't know how you emit, if I don't know how you throw, you have no business having my information. Unless I find you beneficial, like maybe you can help me with something. You know what I mean? So I think that's the gist of what I wanted to talk about. This is kind of just the beginning of where I'm going with my channel. But I just really had to bring that to YouTube to share with you guys, because that is just so incredibly insane to me. Like, what the extent that women will go because you are simply attractive, because you simply garner attention. And we need to know how to manage that attention. And it starts with your intuition. Close your mouth unless there's a reason for somebody to know your business, or you feel called to know your business. You know, as women, we have a tendency to really overshare. We really, 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 really overshare. I've struggled with that so much. Lord, I have been an oversharer in my day, honey. But I've been learning to shut up, because now I'm at the point where, like, I don't even necessarily care about another person's opinion, what I got going on. I understand that my opinion, my experience, how I see it and how I want to move forward and how I process it is the most important thing. That's what creates my reality anyways. The only time somebody else's opinion of me would create my reality is if I actually cared about how you validate, like if you actually had the power to validate me. Most people no longer, I've taken that power back, like literally done the meditations, done the energetic work to take the power back of what it is that you have the capability to validate for me. No. I'm the only validation here. Thank you very much. Me and some very, very close people to me, you know? Before I go, there was one more topic that I wanted to discuss. It popped into my mind and then it popped right out of my mind. Hold on one second. I was talking about validation and not seeking external validation. Having that intuition to be able to discern who the haters are. That's always a necessity in this world. Watch me turn this off and remember it instantaneously. That's so irritating. Come back. It's not coming to me. And it's 10 o'clock. I'm about to go chill out, relax. I got to work in the morning. I'll be back and do some more lives later on tomorrow. But I appreciate you guys. Oh, another topic that's not going to be on this live, but will be on the next live. So I want to start talking more about this gaining attention and like how to handle attention and how to hold attention. This is something that I'm actively learning how to do now, hence why I'm on live. But I want to start having this conversation, and there's these two videos that I saw on Instagram. One is like this woman, she starts dancing, and she's out somewhere, she starts dancing, and she's like, I just couldn't control myself, I had to start dancing. She seems like a dancer, and so she goes and she dances, she moves to the front, she's dancing, she ends up getting on stage and she's dancing, and like, you know, the crowd is entertained or whatever. And so of course you go to the comments, and the amount of people, the amount of women who are in the comments like, oh, you're just seeking attention, you're just an attention seeker. What an attention seeker. And it's like, my God, I'm like, why are we so mean? Why are we so mean? Why are we so nasty? Why are we so simple? Why are we so disconnected? Like, you can't even, so disconnected to the point where we can't even see when a person's spirit is moved. Like, it's impossible with your big old eyes and that big ass brain that we have to type in the comments. You don't have the spiritual discernment, the intelligent emotional discernment to be able to see when somebody is like moved by spirit, or this is something that they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have no way to really infer what's happening. We just get triggered, and then we're like, you're just an attention seeker. And it's like, that I don't think that that's how they were meaning that. And then there was another video of another woman dancing, and you know, people watching her, and it's just the ability to hold attention, right? The power to hold attention is a topic within itself. So I think I want to put those two videos into one video and have a discussion of, you know, the reason most of us are afraid of commanding the attention that we actually can command is because of the people, the women, who are going to be like, oh, you're an attention seeker. Oh, you're doing too much. Oh, you're just trying to get the attention of a man. Oh, you're just You have to understand, these people are like bottom of the barrel thinkers, okay? We're finna just wipe all of that out the buds, nip all of that in the bud. So that's going to be my next live. Stay tuned. I think I'll probably schedule it so that maybe I can get more people on here. But until next time, I appreciate you guys.